Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Waltman89 and I am here to review every single match in the 2-year undefeated streak of the Conqueror. The man who conquered the Undertaker's undefeated streak. The man who conquered John Cena. The man who conquered Roman Reigns. The man who cannot be defeated. The man who is the former undisputed WWE Heavyweight Champion of the world, the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. In all seriousness, I'm going to review like I said, all the matches in Brock Lesnar's current 2-year undefeated streaks, going from Extreme Rules 2013 to the July 4th Beast in the East, and start with the first one. Extreme Rules 2013, he faced off against Triple H in a steel cage, and that was the third match in their trilogy, and it wasn't that great of a match at all. It quite frankly was boring, and I went back and I watched all these, and that's what I got out of it. It was boring. It's not for lack of them trying. It's the same basic match that they had at SummerSlam 2012, at WrestleMania 29. It's the same style of match. They didn't change it when they went into the cage. All they did was throw each other into the cage a few times. And, I mean, the crowd didn't like it. Just nothing about it really clicked. And I rewatched all these matches except for the Kofi one from Beast in the East, and I found myself distracted easily from this match. It could not keep my attention. I mean, yeah, there was some cool stuff that happened, like when Lesnar smacked Triple H with his own sledgehammer. That was kind of cool, but other than that, not really anything to speak of in this match. And then fast forward to SummerSlam 2013, the best match he's had since coming back, and arguably the best match he's had, period. That is the Beast versus the Best. When Brock Lesnar locked up with CM Punk, that was a classic. That was just a hard-hitting brawl that resembled a fight, a UFC-style fight at times, more than a wrestling match. And kudos to Punk for being able to take the beating he did. And Punk, in his undefeated streak, has been the most credible looking threat during a match. He's been the one that it took the most from Lesnar to beat. I can watch that match over and over again, and I'm hoping that Rollins on Sunday in their title match gives a match similar to that. Gives a match where, because it's the best combination. It's a smaller guy, so Lesnar can really impose his will, but the guy can also use his speed and his agility to his advantage. And I really think that elements of that will be put into the Lesnar match with Rollins on Sunday. And just the ending of that match was awesome. Just even though I know what's going to happen, even though I know he's getting the F5 on the chair, the crack of that chair is just sick. And just, like I said, best match Lesnar's had since coming back. And then, fast forward to Royal Rumble 2014. And he massacred Big Show. He just laid into him with chairs. And once the match got started, Big Show got a little bit of offense in, but then he took an F5. And anytime you can see Big Show get F5'd, and the fact that Lesnar, jogged with Big Show on his shoulders. Big Show, 7 feet, 500 pounds, just ran around the ring with him on his shoulders. I mean, that's incredibly impressive. That's a feat of strength that borderline no one else can do. I mean, Cena can lift him up, and we know Cesaro can too. But other than that, I don't even think those two could do what Lesnar did and just run a lap around, basically a lap around the ring with Big Show on his shoulders. And then we fast forward to the most impactful match he's had since coming back, and that's at WrestleMania 30 against The Undertaker, when he conquered The Undertaker's undefeated streak. He became the 1 in 21-1. That match wasn't good. I'll just put it out there. That match was not good. But it worked. It was 90% Lesnar dominating. But it was really slow paced. And I think a lot of that had to do with about, I'd say 5 minutes in, when Lesnar caught a kick from Undertaker and flipped him backwards. Taker got a pretty nasty concussion. So I'm pretty sure, because Lesnar and Taker are close, I'm pretty sure Lesnar could tell, hey, he's not the same right now. I think I should take it a bit easy. He didn't do what they probably had worked out, and that hurt the match, but it was all put together and saved and remedied by the ending. I mean, Lesnar hits the third F5, and I can still remember being at my friend's house, him laying in bed, me on a desk chair, and just seeing the 1, 2, 3, and just being shocked. Just absolutely, utterly, completely shocked that Brock Lesnar beat the streak. I didn't think anyone would ever beat the streak. At all. Ever. I thought he was going to go out at whatever and and just have the unreachable undefeated mark at WrestleMania. But that's not what happened, and Lesnar beat the streak, and from there he went on to SummerSlam 2014 to face John Cena for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in the most lopsided, dominant championship match of all time. He massacred John Cena. That is the single biggest ass kicking I've ever seen in a title match. He suplexed him 16 times. John Cena got about 10 seconds of offense in. And I remember watching this and being like, wow. wow. Just at how much they allowed Lesnar to destroy Cena. And he won. And then we go on to Night of Champions, where he faced Cena again. And it was very similar, but with a bit more John Cena offense. And actually a lot more John Cena offense. It was actually a good competitive match. And the ending I didn't care for at all, with Rollins coming out causing the DQ, teasing a cash in, and then Cena stopping the cash in, and then Lesnar just goes away until the Rumble, when it's Cena, Lesnar, and Rollins, and that's a match of the year candidate for this year. At Royal Rumble 2015. Damn. Those three just laid it all on the line and just beat the hell out of each other. The dive that Rollins took onto Lesnar, that was sick. That was a Shane McMahon level risk. And just how strong and ridiculous Lesnar looked in that match. It was borderline dumb how strong Lesnar looked in that match and how many finishers he kicked out of. And then we move on to WrestleMania. Oh, and of course, Lesnar won. He pinned Rollins. And then we move on to WrestleMania, and the time I thought Lesnar was going to lose against Roman Reigns, and he dominated Reigns, just utterly beat him senseless for about 20 minutes. And then Reigns was getting the advantage, and he was building up some steam, and he got in one of the coolest spots of the year that no one talks about. Reigns was going for a Superman punch. He's in midair for Superman punch. He's caught, and Lesnar just F5s him. In midair. Caught in midair, a 265-pound human being. That's impressive. But we all know what happened. Rollins cashed in, pinned Reigns to win Lesnar's WWE title. And then, of course, Lesnar had his in-ring return at Beast in the East and just demolished Kofi. Just poor Kofi. Just murdered him. And the entire rest of the New Day, too. He just made Kofi his bitch. And that is the entirety of his matches from the last 2 years. And now he has one Sunday against Rollins in his rematch for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And it is going to be very interesting to see what happens. It's going to be very interesting to see who wins. It's going to be very interesting to see how they win. And I really don't expect Lesnar to walk out as champion. So this might be the time to pin Lesnar. If they pin Lesnar, it's probably going to be shady, and that's expected because it's Rollins, and Rollins cheats in his matches. But I mean, it's just been a really, really great run for Lesnar since April of 2013, and I think it'll keep going. Even though he'll probably lose on Sunday, I think it'll keep going. I think he'll stay looking dominant, and until someone can come up and upend his dominance. And I don't know who would do that. But that's it for me tonight. Tell me your opinions about Brock Lesnar's matches on his current undefeated streak in the comments. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Share this with all your wrestling fan friends. And until next time, I will see you all later. Have a good one.